I'm exhausted. I think today is day 7 of my trip. I'm so tired. So tired. I've stayed at some eclectic places. I've stayed at a couple sketchy places. Travel is an adventure. Sometimes it's scary and sketchy. Today is my second day back from work from my trip. I'm still exhausted. I went through 6 states. Let me know in the comments how many miles you think I traveled on my trip. And also, I thought it'd be fun to do a compilation video of all the places I stayed, and I'll let you know at the end which one was my favorite location.
In this episode, I'm going to show all the places I stayed on my recent road trip. I'll share the cost of each one and the pros and cons of each location if you're interested. I flew into Philadelphia and then drove all the way back to Oklahoma. I visited 6 states total: Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, and Missouri. Let me know in the comments how many miles you think I drove. If someone gets close, maybe I'll give away a prize or something. Stay until the end. I will let you know how many haunted places I visited on this trip as well. And plus, I'll tell you which location I picked as my favorite. The answer might surprise you. So let's get started.
Like, why is there random food out? There's like a food pantry. My little hotel room for a couple days. It's got a cute little couch. This was not the place I was supposed to stay. Oh, I'm mildly scared. But there is a microwave and a refrigerator that's working, so that's good. It's cold. Yeah, this place is mildly scary. I wasn't even sure it was a real hotel or motel. Gross. The bedding up here is clean, but there is nastiness on the wall. I mean, it's an older hotel. There's stains, tears. I mean, I'm not gonna live here, but that's gross. Ugh. Check the bathroom. I mean, the sink appears clean. Oh, it's an old tub. Scared. I have slept in worse places. I have slept in worse places. I have slept in worse places. Walk towards the light. Just kidding. It's not as bad as I was expecting. There was a sign that said, "Don't cook in your room," and the whole place smelled like curry. I still don't understand the random meat that's out. It's so weird. It says the French Creek Inn, but it's called something else on booking.com. This does remind me of a small funeral home in Missouri that I went to a funeral 2 years ago. Very interesting place. So far, it's actually been okay. It's just very odd. Like this. Did they not pay their property tax? No pets allowed. Please, no loitering. I'm loitering, waiting for a DoorDash order. There is a mattress over there by itself. Yikes. But these seats are nice outside.
One travel tip I will give you is make sure you always take photos or video before you leave a property. That way they cannot say that you damaged a location.
How I'm leaving my room. Got everything out of the fridge. Overall, it wasn't a bad stay, but this room has a smell to it. I don't know what it is. So I did buy some Febreze.
My next locations take me to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
My room, the Virginia room. Got a little tour. There's the bed, TV, end table with lamp, a chair with a lamp. Look at that old radiator. And another end table with Kleenex and a lamp. Cute, cute. Cute, very cute. Love the bedspread. Adorable. I'm at the Brick House Inn in Gettysburg. Look at that shower. My in-room bathroom. Woohoo! Let's hear the cheers for in-room bathroom. Hallelujah. Super cute. Super cute. Turn the light on. Oh, it's got the old. It has the electric, like original. Remember, I like doing this. Love it. Just like when I was in Guthrie at the Stone Lion. I'll link that video if you missed it. So cool. And there are my keys. Very cool. Except I'm on the 3rd floor, so if you are immobile, you do not need this room. Ooh, Magnolias is one of my favorites. Pretty, pretty. Love it. Look, it has the original little key in there. How cool is that? I mean, obviously I don't use it. I use the modern lock. But that's way cool. So cool. Greetings. I'm really tired. Got up early this morning, drove into Gettysburg. I went straight to the Eisenhower house, did the tour. Then I did the 2-hour carriage ride through the battlefield area. And I'm exhausted. Checked into my to my bed and breakfast. Staying here at the Brick House for one night. And then I'm moving to the hotel that's next door tomorrow. Because this room wasn't available for 2 nights. So I'm tired, I'm resting a little bit. I have excuse me. Told you I was tired. I've got a ghost tour tonight from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. I think. So we shall see how that goes. And it's not far from here where they leave from, so that's good. I can walk down there and stop and find a parking place. But anyway, not much going on. I'm just in my room resting for a little bit until I go to my tour. Gettysburg is huge. I could have spent a whole week here and not seen everything. I swear he said 13,000 monuments. They're everywhere. Everywhere. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you've ever been to Gettysburg and what was your favorite part. So I'm going to take a nap and rest up before my walking tour. I rested for a little while. I'm about to head to my 8 p.m. time slot. I'm not sure if I signed up for an investigation or just a ghost walk. There is a difference. So let me know in the comments if you want to know the difference and I'll let you know, or I'll explain it. So we're gonna head over there and we'll find out together. Do a little look around those. I'm not sure if this place justified the cost, but it is a lovely home and I enjoyed my stay. This is called the Brick House Inn. It does include breakfast, and if you want something more than this complimentary continental breakfast, you tell them in advance and you can order it. So breakfast will be here in the morning. They got Gettysburg Monopoly. Ooh, Lizzie Borden House. I want to go there. Look at that pretty light fixture. Love it. Such a cool place. Both of the places I stayed in Gettysburg were within walking distance to the visitor center, where you go to a lot of the ghost tours or board for like the bus tours also. This was the evening that I attended the ghost walk at the haunted orphanage. When I got back from my ghost tour, I thought she looked really lovely at night. This was my room. It's very comfortable. It's a lovely room. Love how it's decorated. I didn't have the best sleep, and I don't know why that is. I have to run and practically jump in this bed. It's too high for me, and I'm too short. But would I stay here again? Yes, I would. It's lovely. I had my own bathroom, unlike the Magpie Inn in Mineral Wells, where I had to go down the hallway. But other than that, I would stay here again. Maybe try a different room. I'm not sure. And I did learn that there's a hot tub next door that you have access to. I was not aware of that. I didn't bring a bathing suit on this trip because I didn't think there was a hot tub or a pool accessible to me. So you live and you learn. But yeah, so lovely room. Love the decorations. It was comfortable. Love the magnolias. Got their own little manual. But yeah. So this was my room. About to head downstairs. They have a grab-and-go kind of complimentary breakfast with your stay. And they do have a full breakfast. I think you can order, but you have to do that one in advance. And I wasn't wanting to do that. But I'm going to go down and see what they have and grab something. So let's get this day started. This is the New York room. New York. I'm sure they're having somebody come today, so they'll be fixing the room. But it's got that big bay window that overlooks the street. That would be a cool room. Did I tell you I'm on the 3rd floor? I'm getting too old for this. The 3rd floor. See you downstairs.
I did not film at breakfast. There were two other couples down there. One was in town from Michigan and the other were in town from Wisconsin. So I did not want to film complete strangers. Both were lovely couples. I wish I had got the lady's information from Wisconsin. She was super nice. Anyway, I had some yogurt and fruit and a granola bar, and then I grabbed a banana for the road. I love all the little touches. Look at the needle point. So cute. So cute. I'm leaving my key over there so they don't charge me for a lost key. That is the house next door, the Welty house. I think you can stay there too. There's the hot tub over there. Nice, nice. Nice seating. Nice little patio area. Look at these, they're so pretty. Beautiful. This place even has a charger for your car. It's a designated little parking lot. And you just walk down the stairs, go around to the front of the house, and that's how you get in. Very cool. My next location is the 1863 Inn of Gettysburg. It's directly next door to the Ginny Wade house. And it's about one house over from where I stayed the night before at the Brick House Inn. Show you a quick room tour of where I'm staying tonight. I can get some light going. My phone started doing this really weird slow motion thing several times while I was at this location. It was very odd. So I did it through the whole room tour. So I'm going to speed this up, add a little music to it. Should be fine. There's a dresser, a little desk, a recliner. So yeah, pretty good space. This will do. This will do. There's a weird funky smell at this place. It smells like horses. I wonder if it's residual. Regretting not bringing a bathing suit. Last night I did the evening tour of... It's really wild. My phone did this several times while I was trying to film at this location. I don't know what the deal was. As soon as I started talking, it went into this slow mode. I don't know what the deal was. I did get a couple interesting pictures and I'll insert them here. This was from my evening tour at the Ginny Wade house, and I'll link that video if you missed it. Ginny Wade was the only civilian casualty in the Battle of Gettysburg. Obviously, this hotel wasn't here back in 1863, so I asked the... Let me know if your iPhone has ever done this before. I asked the historian at the tour, and they said this was an empty field. I had asked them about the horse smell that I was smelling, so it probably was residual. Overall, I had a really nice stay here. The hotel has an amazing complimentary hot breakfast. I heard it's delicious. I did not stay around. I just checked out the dining room area, and then I was on my way to my next location.
This is the current gas price, but I'm directly in Gettysburg. I'm sure it's cheaper on the outskirts.
Both of the locations I stayed at in Gettysburg were close to the Dobbin House, where I had an amazing lunch at the tavern. My first place that I stayed in West Virginia was in Mountains-ville. 2-bedroom, 1-bath Airbnb.
Quick look around at my Airbnb for tonight. Nice shower. A 1-bedroom. Got a laundry basket. Closet. We're gonna have to turn that bad boy down. 76 degrees. Are they crazy? I don't know which room I'll sleep in, since I don't need 2 beds. Cute fridge. I don't know where the laundry room is. It's very cute. Very cute. Looks like they got a coffee maker. Nothing in the fridge. Nothing in the freezer. Some ice cream. Very cute. This looks like it'll be home for the night.
I had a local pizza place deliver Little Gerardo's. It was delicious. Cheese sticks and what they call a pepperoni hoagie roll. It was interesting and I thought it was yummy.
Pictures are upside down. Where's the smoke detector? Man, I thought that other place was bad. This one's worse. All the other good hotels were taken. Ugh. Oh, both pictures are upside down. Ugh. I found a third painting. It's upside down also. What the heck? All 3 paintings are upside down. What the heck? Go. That is so loud.
And I love the way it's. And this one is actually a 20th century, and they're made in the same way. And then often they'll make them in gold or silver, or this one's tortoiseshell, or enamel ones are really, and even alabaster, but never in nephrite jade. That was.
What year do you think this was?
It's mid-century.
That's wild. So a cigarette distributor, basically.
Mm-hmm. You just put your cigarettes in there.
That's so cool.
That's not going to be good. I'm sorry. Oh. I knew that was going to happen when I saw that.
Go. That's so cool. It's beautiful.
That is neat.
That is neat.
The house. These flower studies are fabricated. I know you really get it when you look at this building. Look at the back of this door.
Yeah, that's just.
What would motivate someone?
That's a crime. They should be in jail.
I know, right? From the 1760s. And these are all plates from the Tsar's yacht and his hunting lodge and coronation service and different palaces. And service
Wow.
plate. This was the Kremlin dessert service, those pink ones there. And there was a dessert service of 500 people, but it took 10 years to paint it. Because there were probably 3,000 pieces or something. It was all hand gilded and painted.
Oh my gosh. Wow, you have quite the collection.
There's a big portrait there of the Danish, Russian, and English and Greek royal families. They're all related to the King of Denmark, and they would have family reunions. They're all in Copenhagen.
Wow.
Yeah, but this is what the woodwork. Yeah, you look at this side of the door. It's like, why would you do that to them? What were they thinking? And then there's so much of it. You know, like I said, the coffin ceiling, the pocket doors, the spindles, the woodwork, the curtain. It would be so much to try and undo. Did you get our lion over here? I forgot to show you the study in here. This the baboon was in the living room, right?
Oh my gosh.
A lion, a bunch of antique.
Where'd he come
ivory.
from?
Oh, he was an old family piece. I have my great uncles who were hunters. I have a lot of antique ivory. And I have a lot of human skulls. In fact, there's one in your room. There was a young man visiting and said, "It's kind of weird you have all these human skulls. I mean, where do you get a human skull?" I was like, "Ma, you ask an awful lot of questions for a boy who has such pretty cheekbones."
You're like, you would be perfect.
And here's another of the 10 fireplaces throughout the house. And there's just one. There's one in the breakfast room and the dining room.
Oh, wow.
All very simple, but it's just nice that there's so many of them.
So what did the person that built this home, what did he do for a living?
He was, I wonder what's causing all this condensation. Isn't that interesting?
It doesn't feel humid in here.
Mm-hmm. That's very strange. I've never noticed that before. He was a great nephew of Stonewall Jackson. He was a lawyer and a bank president, and he'd served a lieutenant colonel in World War I. Then he came back, and the governor gave him the post of colonel, and asked him to command what became the state police.
Oh, okay.
The militia, the state militia. So he was the commander of the first state police in the state. It was his final office, but he was a bank president, and he had a long and checkered career.
Cool.
Kind of a local big fish in a little pond, I imagine.
How cool. What was his name?
Thomas Jackson. His name was Thomas. No, Thomas Arnold. Thomas Arnold. He was Stonewall Jackson's great nephew. His grandmother was Stonewall Jackson's sister. Yeah, so. Yeah, so I have lots of the Romanov family, of course, the imperial family. We have pictures of them everywhere throughout the house. But. So let me show you up to your room. What can you do? What's your set over here? Oh, it's so much cooler. So much cooler.
Oh yeah, that feels good.
Yeah. Comfy enough, I hope.
My room for tonight. This place is like a museum. My room for tonight. I'm exhausted. I think today is day 7 of my trip. I'm so tired. So tired. I've stayed at some eclectic places. I've stayed at a couple sketchy places. Travel is an adventure. Sometimes it's scary and sketchy. But tonight my room should be good, I hope. This house looks like a museum. He's got lots of neat collectibles from all kinds of things. So an interesting place if you're looking to stay somewhere in Weston, West Virginia, if you're ever visiting the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. This is Jesus staring me down. So remember Mineral Wells, my bathroom was down the hall. This time, I have my own water closet just outside my room. Those stairs go to the kitchen, and there's my room. The owner and his family live here, but they did close it off, so I have my own space, unless I'm gonna go to the kitchen. Anyway, not bad, not bad. This room was very interesting. I slept pretty well, I think. But there's a human skull. There's a 2-headed duck. There's a bat. Jesus keeps watching me. A little brain candle. It's just an interesting place. So if you like unique stays, this qualifies as a unique stay, I believe. I don't know if those are real bones. I'm not sure. Probably, maybe. A little bat art. I survived. Eclectic, interesting house to stay in if you're in Weston, West Virginia. Don't forget to sign the guest book before you leave.
Hello, it is driving day. I've been on the road about 5 hours. I'm somewhere in Kentucky. I'm not doing anything in Kentucky. I've been to Kentucky before, like Kentucky a lot, but I'm just driving through today. So I'm not counting this as one of my states because I've already been here. But I just had dinner at the Cracker Barrel in Kentucky. I had the sweetest waitress. Loved her. And let me know, do you like the Cracker Barrel? What do you usually get? I got an order of their chicken dumplings and a side of their hash brown casserole. I love that. But yeah, the lady was really nice. I really enjoyed her. And I should have a video on that soon about pet peeves of service industry workers. I have a few of those. If you're working for tips, you should probably provide good customer service, but that's just a side note. So, still driving towards my next destination.
Tonight's location. Stand-up shower. Nobody has a bathtub anymore. I would love to soak my tired feet. All my junk. Staying at a Fairfield by Marriott. And this is not sponsored. Obviously. Nice king-size bed. There's a desk with a lamp. Is this storage? I don't know what that is. Drawers. Aha, I figured it out. So drawers on both sides. There's an ice bucket and glasses for down the hall. Another lamp and a phone. Another lamp over there. Not bad. This was last minute accommodations. I did not have anywhere booked for tonight. I'm in Evansville, Indiana. I forgot to show there's a big TV in here. I don't usually watch TV. I watch stuff on my phone. There's a mirror, full length. There's also a iron and ironing board, hangers. Very cool. Was there a hairdryer? There's a coffee machine, coffee station. I do not see a hairdryer. That's fine. They have tissues, which most places I've been this week have not. And the makeup wipes and hand soap. Very cool. Very cool. I got that lamp turned on. Cute sitting area. And the best part about this place, checkout is not until noon. And they have free breakfast till 9 a.m. But checkout is not until noon. Yay. Those curtains are not going to stay together. We'll just pull them all the way over there, maybe. Oh. Gotta be one drawback, doesn't it? Hopefully there's nothing over there. Looks like woods. On the second floor, so nobody should be staring in, I don't think. Very cool. This other cabinet has the microwave and the refrigerator. Thought that was clever for them to hide it. Y'all, they were just tricking me. There's a hairdryer on the back of the door in the bathroom, labeled hairdryer. too cool. Love they got the plugs by the bed. This may be the perfect hotel room. Way to go. Love it. Good morning. Hello. It is day 9 of my trip. I'm still at my hotel. They had a late checkout. You don't have to check out till noon, which is nice. So I just kind of been laying around, moping around. I think it's because of the weather. Maybe I just needed the extra rest from traveling. But yeah, it's kind of melancholy outside, overcast. Doesn't make me want to get up and get around. But I will at some point. Here's the view from my room. Woods. But yeah, it's dark and gray and overcast today. Will probably rain later. But yeah, so this was my space for last night. It's not a bad room, not a bad hotel. This is in Evansville, Indiana, which I've stayed in Evansville, Indiana one other time with my friends when we were going to Cincinnati and Louisville. But yeah, so not a bad room, and I'm about to head out. I've already got everything packed up for the most part. And then I'll head to my next location. So it was the Fairfield Inn by Marriott, and I'm in Evansville, Indiana. Where I'm staying for the next couple of days. Welcome to the fishing hole. I don't know what other lights I turned on. How cute. Fishing rules. Bait your own hook, clean your own fish, tell your own lies. That's cute. They even got fish on the lamps. How precious is that? You can see them. Ooh, I love the colors. It's cute. Cute, cute. Cute matching fish lamps. Love the colors. So cute. Bald Eagle Handbook. Look at my little mirror and sink. How cute is this? This is adorable. Adorable. Love it. The bedroom. How precious. Relax, refresh, renew. Exactly. How precious. I love the colors, and the decor is awesome. Awesome. Precious. Forgot to show you the rest of the bathroom. I got so excited. Cute sailboat. Nice clean tub and shower. Love it. Love it. This will work. Home for 2 days. I'm not cooking though. Nope. Nothing in the fridge. Nothing in the freezer. A little coffee bar. Very cute. And this place was within walking distance to the restaurant that I ate at twice. I think it was Southern Cuisine or Southern Coastal Cuisine that had the amazing jerk chicken sandwich. Yum. It is day 11 of my trip.
slowly coming towards an end. I should be home sometime tomorrow night, God willing. But yeah, I've had a great time. About to check out of my Airbnb. I've got several more things to do along the way before I get home. But I've been enjoying the trip. I hope you've been enjoying coming along with me. So where are we headed now? You'll have to wait to find out. I did an entire video on my night at the Limp Mansion alone. So I'm not going to go into it and show you, but if you want to see inside and you missed that video, I will link it above. I would definitely stay here again. I enjoyed my stay. I had an absolutely amazing time on this trip. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Check out the playlist if you've missed anything. And make sure you subscribe because I have another epic road trip coming up very soon. So how many haunted places did I go to? I'm going to say technically 10, probably more. Because if you can tell in my videos, spirits like to talk to me wherever I go. It doesn't have to be a designated haunted place. And I'm saying haunted with quotations. They're usually talking about me, which I think is funny, or telling me things to do. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this journey. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And until next time, bye for now.